Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of the everyone age. Now allow all of us to inscribe on the same page. We could start with some music or maybe a melody. Could begin with the feeling or a sound that you heard. But wherever we start with, perhaps we begin with a word. A word? That's right, here we go. So if anybody out there has a word on your heart, one that is worth turning into a piece of art, well come on man, shout it out. Especially if it's an idea worth writing a song about. This is the part where I'm gonna count to 3. And anybody, anyone at all, you're gonna say one word and one word only. And it's gonna be something that we can make a whole freaking episode about. How about that one? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Olives! Whoa.
One question that comes to mind to start this episode. Do olives matter? Or don't they?
Welcome to Pandora's Box. I'm your host, Christopher Marston. And this is my guest, Mr. Corey.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much for coming and bringing your talents. I love it.
Pleasure to be here.
But cheers, by the way.
Oh,
We got some aged wine. I never forget some aged wine.
wine for the divine. Cheers to you, my
I
friend.
love it.
Cheers
Thank
to Chris
you.
in this lovely space and all these lovely people.
We got some good guests in the audience tonight.
Feel it.
Cam, you feel it? You feel it. Somebody was yelling olives, and it wasn't me.
Somebody out there.
I love it. Trigger warning, though, for all those who haven't watched this show isn't for snowflakes. If you need a safe space, this isn't it. If you're really sensitive and uptight, we've got some prunes for you today. Come get them. We have some extra bags, right? Wah, wah. You're going to love it. Actually, you'll sound like that later. But anyways, that's good. And by the way, what have we here? Honey, I Shrunk the guitar. If you end up crying and in tears tonight, the winner gets a free violin so you can cry me a river. Thank you very much. I love it. You're gonna love this. This is real wood. This thing is fancy.
I can see it. I sense it.
You sense it. You sense it. I love it. You're sensitive. I like that.
Very much.
I like that. Okay, this is Pandora's box, so we're gonna open the box. You brought the box today. Where is it?
I did. Yeah, it's a. Where is it?
Mr. Oh wait.
Oh, it's right there.
Where'd you
Okay,
get it?
What
What the?
It's
Are you
sort of like
serious?
a box. I mean, you said box.
Insane.
You said box. That was
Oh,
my.
it's a box?
I mean, kind of like a box.
Jesus. It's like Big Bertha here. Look at this.
But what's inside is very, very magical.
All right.
And
Let's see
this
what-
also.
I feel like Carrot Top over here.
Okay, let's see what we got.
What are we pulling out?
Do we start with that?
No, we can start with whatever. What do you want to start with?
Yeah, we have to start with that.
We have to start with this?
What do
Everybody.
you got? I bring it everywhere I
This is
go.
why he brought the box, because he's got to put like a Bible in there.
B-I-B-L-E.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's the
Jesus
book
is
for me.
rising.
I stand upon the word of God. The B-I-B-L-E. That's the Bible.
Oh, my gosh. What happens in your church?
Oh, man, it was like an evangelical Christian cult sort of circus thing.
Really?
Yeah. Not to me, that's how I grew up. You know, a lot of people did.
Where?
Tucson, Arizona.
In Tucson. Like a small one or a big one?
I mean, I didn't know how big or small churches were. I thought all of them were like thousands of people. But the church I grew up in was like over 5,000 people every Sunday.
That's amazing. When I grew up, I went to one of the Pentecostal then, or like Assemblies of God.
Evangelical
I love
Pentecostal.
tongues. Do you do tongues?
You know,
Did you lose your tongue
you know what? I'm going to be 100% honest. I wanted the tongues.
for your girlfriend?
No, I mean, listen. Whoa.
I'm just saying.
We're on the Bible.
Wait a minute, the Bible. What am I talking? This is Pandora's
That's
box.
not that part of the
Let's be
show
real. I
yet.
fell in love with the pastor's girlfriend, pastor's daughter, pastor's daughter.
that is
was
a-
dangerous.
That's a Pandora's box.
I'm telling you. Watch
Pastor's
out.
daughter
Pastor's
is a
daughter.
Pandora's box.
No, she was a Gambino. She was a Gambino. That was
That's
dangerous.
not true.
No, she was totally a Gambino.
That's
she
real.
was a violin player. She played violin. She looked
Are you listening to this?
She looked so sweet and innocent playing the violin. It was beautiful.
Full circle already.
It was beautiful.
Unbelievable.
She was great until I learned she was a Gambino. And then I was like, oh shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was a moment. Okay, what was your moment? So there's like a 200-person choir and like a 50-piece orchestra of mine.
In those
Same thing?
big level production,
Yeah.
Hashtag holy shit for real. And I was like the white guy with the guitar, that like, and all the people.
You need a white guy with a guitar.
Yeah, but that's
You mean
the
like
thing.
you were the salt for the pepper of the
Well,
church?
not yet. No.
Right.
This church I grew up in is very much predominantly Caucasians.
Okay. But you called out your whiteness in the church.
Yes, the salt.
Okay.
Yeah. But, a very interesting cacophony of salt. Like the Himalayan salt sometimes mixed in with other things. Like, yeah, the holy shit bucket that I grew up in was very like that. But I would say a circus of sorts, and there was thousands of people, and they need a music guy that teaches the people like that don't know anything about music, and then they're on the band and they know how to play in the band, and that's very valuable. I've noticed when you want to collect money in the kitty jar. I never cared about that too much. I did it for God. I was always playing for free, doing it for God. And eventually, when I got a little bit more curious, because I was bored, I was like, "What's everybody doing?" Like I played sports, It's like kick it in the ball over there more than they do, and you win.
Do they talk like that where you're from? Do they talk like that where you're from?
I mean, in my mind,
It's like,
in my mind, that's how it sounds to me in my own special way, but not always.
Okay.
Sometimes, yes,
Yeah,
for
got
sure.
it.
But again, lots of characters, thousands of people in this big, huge barn. That they're like, they all come.
It was a
together.
barnstorming church.
Every Sunday, you're like, what's the goal? Is there like a kick the ball in the goal thing here? There's thousands. So I'd be doing the music thing. I played the drums first, like that was the coolest thing. I was like, that guy doesn't have to talk. He gets to do the most stuff. If the sound goes out, and definitely if you've been in a church long enough, the sound eventually goes out, some point in time, And
Maybe the audio engineer drops dead or something. Like what happened?
That guy's real important, but he gets treated like shit all the time. That poor guy in the back.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to be nice to him, but
You gotta avoid those hot mic issues on the church,
And if you piss off the audio guy not smart, he will make you sound like shit. I watched him do it.
It's called distortion, yeah.
Sure, like that guy, he's
Drink
cool.
it up.
I'm gonna make him sound better. But the drums, you can't turn it off, So I went for that, and then eventually, the keys and all the different instruments, and the guy that's got to make the band happen. But again, the funny money thing's weird. He's like, where does the 10%? This is what I'll shift it off your way.
Yeah.
Because you're Jewish
Well,
and Christian.
have a tequila, baby.
What's up with that 10%?
Wait a second, the 10%.
That's what got me. That's what got me kicked out of churches.
I don't get it. Like, were you not doing 10?
Well, it wasn't that. I was just curious of where it was going. That's what got me kicked out of church.
Oh, it's because they're nonprofits, didn't they
Whoa,
tell you?
whoa, what does that even mean?
That
They don't
means
make profit?
They publish their
I see
their financials.
But these people have nice cars.
And I'm
houses.
sure you were a whiz when you were young. You were looking at the financials, right?
I was talking. One of my best friends, his dad was the administration pastor.
Yeah, and one of
But
mine,
he's the CFO.
and one of mine was a Gambino. Where do you think?
They cooked the books.
I'm just saying.
Who cooked the books?
It was a Gambino.
It was cooking
It
the
was in the
books.
sauce. Put it this way.
I guess it was in my blood being Italian, but I was like, a good-hearted Christian kid. But I was like, I just want to know. I'm like, who cooks the book?
But so why can't they drive nice cars? I don't
That's
get it.
fine. I just go, why can't you?
They
pay them-
save people all day long. Isn't that good?
Talking about cooking up the sauce. You want to know
Why is
what?
it cooking the sauce?
Okay? It's like me. I grew up in the Southwest. If you go to a Mexican food restaurant and you taste the salsa and it sucks, get the fuck out. It's not going to be good. If you don't nail the salsa, in the same way when you go to a church, if they don't nail the music, get out.
Music's really important. That's
And
got to be
it's the
done.
most important because I did my research on the business side, and the consulting statistics say, a curious mind wonders, of all the religions, what is the number one thing that causes, like marketers that research this, what is the number one thing that causes people to come back every week? The chubby come over pastor would be like, it's me! And it's not. The statistics prove it's music, heads and shoulders, across the board, 100% of the time. People are like, I'm from the hood. I grew up in the hood in Tucson. You can't afford
Is
music.
there a hood in Tucson?
For sure, absolutely.
Is it like a white hood?
Yeah.
It's just like, I never heard of that. Like,
Yeah, it's like, some might say.
Like you wear a hood ornament? Like what is that?
like white trash, Like,
that's crazy.
But, desert vibes,
Okay.
It's not necessarily the most enjoyable place for people to want to live when it's 180 degrees.
That's right. That's okay, got it.
Some people like it. A lot of people don't.
That's great.
But I guess being in a large church where you're like, okay, there's not a lot of people. Ironically, people have mega churches in places that are not really wealthy per capita. What's up with that?
What is up with that? Do you think that's true?
I started wondering where the money went.
Wait a second.
Where does the money go?
Orange County's wealthy. They've got like mega churches everywhere.
But where does the money go?
Why are you so worried about it?
I just think it's funny.
Wait a second. It's not funny. It's just a business.
What kind of business?
It's just like it's a business. It's God's business.
It's God's business.
Yeah, okay.
Who gets to decide that?
What do you mean who gets to decide? I love it. It's for God.
It's for God. Right?
It's for God.
Right,
Yeah,
of course.
And fancy cars for pastors and Gambinos. They need a place to go. They gotta repent too.
I just wondered, it's like there's a lot of churches like in LA when I moved here. There's a lot of buildings.
There's great stuff out here.
There's buildings everywhere,
And the productions are amazing because you get the best musicians out here,
And sometimes you can even pay them a little money.
Did you have to say that before you took a swig? What do you mean?
I just find it interesting.
What do you mean?
I find it. You're a musician.
10%. Yeah, I'm a musician.
You're a musician.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do as a musician with your time in that pie chart every day that spits out like, here's how you spent your time, buddy?
What do I want to do?
Yeah, what would be like
from a music standpoint?
Yeah, how much of your pie chart of like how much time you spend would you want it to be music? 50%, 80%?
If in an ideal
20%,
world? In an ideal world?
What are we talking? Yeah, in your world.
Look, in my real world?
In your dream scenario.
In a dream scenario? I don't know, man. I think it's still... I want to be balanced,
Balance with
balance
what?
between, because the music's a part of it, but that's the creative. And then you got to be like straight up, I like business.
What's business to you, I wonder? The busyness.
What do you mean? You're twisting the word. What is this Italian
The busyness.
stuff?
Everyone's so busy. Here, I got an idea for a show. Who is the most busy person in Los Angeles? That would be a funny show.
Is that a funny show? That's great. All right. So
who is the busiest business? Who knows the most about business compared to any other person, I wonder? And then let's make Consciousness Olympics.
Wait a second. That's later.
It's the same thing.
No, we're doing the Olympics later.
Because what's everyone busy doing? You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what's everybody actually doing. Like Truman Show thing shows up.
What are you actually doing?
What? That's my trap.
What are you
do you know what I'm actually doing?
It's the trap, okay.
What do you want to know?
What do you do? What's your pie chart?
I am on an instrument hours a day, and I do a vocal yoga practice every single day. Where it's kind of like psychologically, I posture myself in the universe as a finisher. Somebody that likes to get things finished, and especially things that like a lot of people have I've noticed, I don't know, maybe you agree, a lot of people have a lot of great ideas and they start things. And they could potentially be something unbelievable, but...
Oh, that's everywhere.
The people...
The dreamers.
Yeah, the people that actually believe in their ideas enough to get them through the finish line.
Those are visionaries.
And the people who figure out how much that costs to produce, and also who's going to write the deal memos and handle the publishing agreements and all these things that are very complicated and make very simple, So I spend a lot of my time disciplining my mind and also my fingers and all my body. So on a drum set, guitar, piano, my voice, memorizing words and lyrics and walking and talking.
You practice your art.
Everything that has to do with audio, visual, literal communication, things, how it reads, how it sounds, how it looks. All of that is of concern to me as a messenger. So as a song producer, deeper as a messenger, I care about it all, every aspect of the ideation, the development, the production, the sales, the marketing, everything that it would take to get it out there.
Sounds like you're doing busyness.
Yeah. For me, it's more like
I'm just saying. It sounds like I do business. It sounds like busyness to me.
I'm an artist. I'm an artist in development, and I invite people to join me in my experience of disciplining myself. And in that process of disciplining myself, I can share what I know with authority as an author. This is what I've written down. This is what I've memorized. This is what I can do. It ain't the tell business. It's the show business.
It's the show business.
Don't tell them what you think. Go show them what you know. It's a mystery show. It's a mystery show, 'cause you never know.
Damn. Damn, boy. Are we back to church?
Oh, I don't know. Is that in the Bible?
Did we go back to church? It's a mystery show.
We covered it, right?
It's a mystery. Did we cover it? Wait a second.
You know what would be amazing?
You didn't get salt and pepper on me.
Oh, that's true.
Wait,
well, I eventually...
That wasn't your big church story. So you went to a little church?
The last church I was a part of, no, I went to big churches. And then there was a big white church in Australia called Hillsong that I still have, friends that are part of it and things. But
this whole story isn't about white churches, right?
Well, I was a part of what would predominantly would be Caucasian people at the church.
Yeah.
And then the last church I was a part of was predominantly black people. In fact, they had to let me know. I was the first Caucasian person on their stage internationally, and they have a very the largest international, predominantly African American church, if that's the right way to say it.
Black church?
Black people.
They don't call them African American churches.
I
call them black
to me,
churches.
It's weird for me because
wait a second. What is this PC shit? That's not on that's wrong show. That's
I'd rather just be like people that don't have color.
Yeah.
Just
How about
other
that?
human beings that
unpixelated, undesignated pixels, whatever.
But people do these category things,
Yeah.
And I experienced the whole spectrum in the church world. Like one thing I know a lot is circus and church, which is the same thing basically, as I come to discover. But in the church experience, like the congregation and the music specifically, and how the messenger comes in and shares the whole thing. I've been a part from very Indian reservation, very small gatherings to stadium experiences of 45,000 people, where it's like perfectly programmed and everything's in your ear telling you exactly what to do. And
so what's it like as the only white guy?
I felt it. I was like, I grew up seeing the only black dude in the church. I was like, I now know what that feels like, where it's like, I'm the first white dude. And they're like, no, Corey, and all of our, you're the first white guy we've ever had on our stage, basically. And I was like, and I wasn't.
You didn't get it.
I wasn't getting it until that moment. And then I was like, oh, that's why, because I wasn't getting invited to the potlucks, and I bet the food was so good.
You were cut out of the potlucks.
But I was singing my ass off.
Wait a second. What's wrong with them? What's up with that? White people eat too much? I don't get it.
I don't know. It was more like I wasn't being invited in on the inner circle. And I was singing and doing lots of fun art things that are very valuable, but they weren't allowing me in on the hangouts and stuff. And I was actually going through a really hard time with my wife. We were separating and going through a divorce. And I was like, can I have some real friends? You guys seem so awesome. And you're really nice to me about singing and stuff. But I could actually use some homies. And it was kind of not really invited in the whatever the inner circle.
Did they eventually let you in, or did you have to slither back to a white church?
I stopped. That was the last church I stopped off.
That was it?
That was the last.
I'm done with God, man.
No, not done with God, but as far as the church, I tried, man. I just okay, the black church, dude.
There's probably one down the street. You could have just gone, I'm just saying.
I was just
Where was that? Where was it?
It's called One Church.
The black church was One Church?
It's called One Church, yeah.
Check it out.
It's a cool name, yeah.
What? One Church?
It's called One Church.
Okay, got it. It's not complicated.
Simple.
I like that.
I thought that's what drew me to the church, actually. I was it's called One Church. I was like, that's pretty dope.
That's great. Did we cover it?
Basically.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
You want to open the box? Tell me you want to pick the next thing in the box?
Let's go. What's in the box?
I can't lift
Step
that thing.
one.
It's ridiculous.
Make her open the box.
Open
Step
the
two.
box.
Put your junk in that box. Step three.
Oh, shit.
Make her open the box.
Yeah.
It's my dick in a box.
Wait.
Oh, speaking of which.
Wait.
Here's one.
He did it.
Here's one.
Stop the camera.
Oh, wait.
What are you doing? You're making a mess in the box.
Oh, here it is. Here you go. This is here. I don't know who that is.
Who is Jesus exactly?
Perfect transition.
Who is he? Who be that?
Well, I was raised where it's we all gather in the name above all names, glory, hallelujah. And typically Christians are that name is Jesus. It's in the Bible and everything in English.
It's in it's only in the New Testament.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm just saying.
Well, you're a Jewish person,
Well,
right?
yeah.
So the Torah.
I read the book and I read the sequel.
What do you think about it? Who's Jesus to you?
Like an exemplar, a model.
What do you mean by that?
And love.
That's what
we aspire to be.
A character archetype, perhaps.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Why? Because it's easier to relate to somebody that walked the earth than not, right?
Yeah.
That's it. You could say son of God, or you can call it whatever. I mean, whether or not I don't even know what that means, because God didn't come here and mess with Mary, and it just didn't go down that way. You know what I mean?
It doesn't feel right.
So I don't know how you want to call it.
Doesn't seem right.
See, my wife has a problem with that.
I would imagine,
because she's like,
hold up.
Like what? She's Chinese too, so that doesn't. She's like, wait a second. How did that go down again?
Mama, don't fuck with that.
No, she actually is like Old Testament, fine. New
Torah,
Testament,
no problem.
What? I'm like, Jesus was a Jew anyway, so honey, it's fine. It's good.
Well, I guess I just started getting curious because I was like, well, wait a minute. Like in Hebrew, there's no J. Because I'm not saying I'm like a Hebrew scholar or anything, but I started realizing, I was like, okay, so what would be as an actual name? Because the sound of words concerns me. I like etymology and musicology. Yeah, it's interesting.
Like she doesn't get why that Christians pray to Jesus. Like Jesus is not God.
Right.
Like it was a dude maybe. So, like why are we praying to that guy?
Yeah. Right.
Like, shouldn't you be praying to God? I don't have a good answer. I'm sure somebody does, right? Do you have a good answer to that?
I'm more like,
I don't know.
What's his name? What's his name? Or what's her name? Or what's its name?
What's its name?
What's the source of the force?
The name. Yeah, sure.
Is it he? Is it she? What? You were singing it earlier. God had a face. What would it look like? I think you were singing that earlier. I don't know. You were singing some song about God.
Second. Holy studio audience.
What was the song you were singing?
Wait a second.
Okay. It was about some.
Tell me all your
thoughts on God. Say my dear.
I'm on my way to see her.
Oh.
Perhaps.
I'm
just saying.
You know.
Right.
To me, God is me.
All right.
You are God.
We just solved it right there.
Well, what is it?
I don't know.
What's the source of the force?
Does it matter?
Because what
does it matter? The point is, does it matter what sound? It doesn't matter what sound. Does it matter what people say if they're praying to the source? That's what I'm telling you.
Does it matter what the source of the force is, like having some sort of awareness, or no, we don't?
Like if they know, if it knows you're calling it and talking to it, does it matter anyway? If you speak with Chinglish like my wife, is God gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know. I'm not answering this call.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not answering this one. It's Chinglish.
What is God?
My wife went to a restaurant one day and ordered mushy potatoes because she didn't know it was called mashed potatoes. I'm like, honey, really? Anyway, I love her to death. We got mushy potatoes that day. I'm just saying.
I love it.
It's like Satanist.
Right.
Sold us all to Santa.
It's just one. It's one a minute. One a minute. I'm just telling you. There's lots to love. Lots to love.
Well, there's a lot of people gathering in the name above all names. So that's why I'm like, what is Jesus? And like, could it be potential that people are confused? And if it's a Hebrew person, Yeshua, is that a different person? Does everyone need to get a letter from the...
Do you have to say it right? Like, what if you don't... I mean, does it matter? I mean, I don't... Like,
Are you a writer?
I'm a songwriter.
So 400 years from now, maybe more, people read your lyrics and they start, like, arguing and they start, like...
I write love songs, dude. Nobody argues.
Do you have them memorized?
Do I have my love songs memorized?
Yeah, like, do you have them memorized when you sing them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just saying, so the point of a script or a scripture would be to memorize something and you sing it.
Yeah.
The function of it is to memorize and sing it. So wouldn't it matter, like, do you think it matters about, like, where the source of that comes from? Like, would you be concerned if people, like, were arguing about your lyrics and weren't even singing them and didn't even care about who you were?
I don't know.
Perhaps.
Maybe. But I write love songs. Like, nobody argues about love songs.
What kind of love? I mean, do you got one?
Yeah, I got a love song. No. I'm not going to play a whole love song.
Will you do a sample for us?
Yeah, sure.
And
I don't know.
then if you sing us a song, will you tell us?
Maybe.
Will you
maybe
tell us
I'll
a
do it.
story? Sing the song, then tell us a story about it,
I'll sing the first verse.
and then tell us a story of how you wrote it.
Really?
Yeah. You can't be talking about how you do love songs and not sing us a love song.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, I can try that. Yeah. What am I gonna do here?
Yeah. Woo!
Okay, so I gotta figure this one out.
No, you don't have to figure anything
Nah,
out.
I haven't
You
played it.
just
I haven't
bless
played it. I
us.
haven't played it. Bless you. I haven't played it in years. I haven't played this in years.
The singing blessing.
All right. I used to compete in ballroom dance. Yeah. One of our associate producer ballroom dances too. It was great. She taught. We we competed.
this
Both of us
place?
competed. It was great.
amazing.
Ohio Star Ball. Yeah, you wouldn't know it for a
Ohio?
little guy. Ohio Star Ball. Do you know about the Ohio Star Ball?
I just know about how special Ohio is.
Oh Jesus! It's not Sandusky. I'm telling you, it's not Cedar
mystical.
Point. It's no Toledo's not mystical. Anyway, it was at college, and some girl took me to dance some dance lesson. I am like, really dancing? What are you kidding me? Right? Because that's the first response. But I write love songs. I'm like, okay, cool. Dancing is good. So I go, and then the instructor her name is Juliet, like like Romeo and Juliet, and she's absolutely stunning.
Perfect.
Harvard Women's Studies, so nothing to do but teach ballroom dance, right? With that degree, awesome. And anyway, so I eventually went to another studio, and there was a stunning. Anyways, I found out that another instructor that I was taking lessons from was also stunning. Was a lawyer. I had no idea at the time, but I kind of fell in love from a distance. It's because you watch somebody when they're living their passion and you fall in love with them, right? You relate to that?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just get somebody, you're like, oh my God, that's beautiful.
You're in it.
When they're in it, you fall in love because you're watching somebody
You're in
do.
love.
You're there in love.
In the love process.
Yeah, it's just that itself is romantic, right? And so, yeah, the problem with falling in love with somebody you never met before, I didn't know her name, was like, that's kind of creepy.
Also sort of romantic.
Yeah, no, it's totally romantic, but it's kind of creepy. And and I didn't have like restraining orders in my pocket to just give to her, like, if you feel awkward, don't worry, just fill this out. So, it was great. But I went home and I wrote a song for her because it just inspired
Lucky
me.
her.
But yeah, I eventually gave it to her.
You
No
don't, always
restraining
write
order.
you don't always write songs for people.
No, you don't. And
big level.
so I was like, the hardest part of that song was like, what do you say to somebody? What do you say in a love song to someone you never met before? Like
That's a cool
that's
question.
hard. And avoid the restraining order. Let's see if I can do it. All right, so I wrote this song for her in like a night because I was like,
and it's called?
You're Beautiful.
We're the ones waiting on the ones we've been waiting for.
All right. We're gonna do this.
Isn't that the truth?
Isn't that the truth? Where's my wine? Can I get a sip of that?
Yes,
stuff?
sir.
Please,
Wine for the
get a
divine
sip.
my soul. Would you like another
See.
splash?
All right. Cheers.
This is the best
Another
show.
splash for you, sir.
Yeah, why not?
Here we go.
King Christopher.
I'll sing it up to the first chorus or something.
Tell me when.
Thank you very much. That's
All
good.
right.
Keep
That's good.
going.
Thank you.
What a royal, real moment, I do declare.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So I don't know. I had to sing this to her. I eventually sang it to her, but here it goes.
What a lucky girl. So did this manifest? Like, did this woman show up and
No, I found out she was a lawyer, which meant she had not a romantic bone in her body. But nonetheless, she liked the song.
Hey, wait, you're a lawyer.
You never know from a distance. You never know. A tiny violin. A tiny violin. Thank you very much. Where's the tissue when you need it? Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It was beautiful. Beautiful. No, it's fine.
Cheers to that great
Cheers,
song.
thanks, Bo. It was anyways. It's just a great verse, maybe. But you had to hear the rest of it. No restraining orders. So, look, it was great. It's great. It didn't have to be anything because it inspired a good song. Like, it worked for me. And so that was great. I let that on, moved on to the next song.
So when you write, you've written lots of songs, right?
Tons of songs.
Lots of
Usually
songs.
inspired by
Hundreds?
some kind of woman.
Hundreds?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't publish them all.
No, but I'm
Probably
saying
neither
you've
would you.
written-
Yeah, that had to be because I started when I was 8.
What do you use? What's your process typically? Like, do you have a specific thing that you do? I do this, boom, boom.
Sometimes they come to you, like I wrote a 9/11 song, came to me in 45 minutes in like a rush that I was like, I couldn't even keep up. Like my fingers and my mind and it was all trying to keep up.
There it was.
It just showed up. With other things like
What's
you
up
just
with
tap
that?
into emotion.
What is that all about?
What's that? Like it was channeling. Like
That's provocative.
is it?
Not everybody experiences that level of real life, reality, real shit of, whoa, this thing that was beyond me came through my vessel and I don't even know how I was playing it. But there it is. Here's the evidence.
Yeah, that was
That's not normal.
No, that's true. That's true. And sometimes just inspired by whatever, right? Pain, love, inspiration, emotion. Usually, right? It's a love song for God's sakes. You got to tap that. But instead of like just feeling it, you're feeling it, and you're like you're trying to channel it. What is it? You're trying to articulate it. Other people are feeling what you're feeling right now.
True.
And that's like you could just like live in it. It could be yours forever. That's selfish, or you could share it. So what are you gonna do? You share it.
That's the smartest thing to do, I think. You're like, what's the best way to get my message out there if I'm really being honest?
Yeah.
If you sing a song, it's hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you were a lawyer, like in your back?
I object to that characterization.
What? I love that.
Yeah, it's good.
But
Bam.
it's like my dad. He's an electrician. Shocking, right?
Exactly. Come on.
Come on. So you have that background, yet you write love songs.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I wrote first.
love songs first.
That's why I say when you say "Are you a?" right? It's
Yeah.
an identity question.
I'm
It's
with
like,
you.
wait, what was I first?
Oh,
What are you really? You know,
what are we?
We're tags. We're tag clouds, right? You collect them. No, you start a childhood and you're like, I'm a this, right? And then you want to be a goth or a prep or something else. Then
Some
you
sort of
add
category.
a tag, right? And then you're gonna be cool, and then you're gonna be a musician, and then you're gonna go to art
Try this,
school or
yeah.
whatever. You're gonna go to business school, and then I'm a businessman. And then eventually you have a family, and then you're a husband or a wife or whatever, a dad. I'm a dad. You're a tag cloud. You got a bunch of things that identify, and eventually some of those are inauthentic, and you forget to get rid of your tags. And then you got to figure your shit out. You got to figure out what's real. What is real?
Now that's a question. Now, what is real? Who is real? Where is real? Why is real? That's
Why
why.
is
Maybe
real?
that's why it's called Israel.
Why is real?
Is that a funny riddle?
Why is real?
Is that a funny riddle?
That's crazy.
It's called Israel. How funny is that? Anyway, what is
That's
real?
What is real?
What is
Yeah,
real?
you got to reevaluate your stuff because you only got the same amount of time I got in my day. That's it. So like you can't be everything. You got to be. What are you authentically? Because you can only be that. Everything the rest is bullshit. It's
That's-
a tag you forgot to erase.
Big facts.
Crazy shit.
I got a question.
Is it in the box?
It could be, but it's on this. I think it could lead to what's in the box. Let's see what the box has to say about this question. How about this? What are the things that humans should be doing that robots cannot do? Let's look in the box. You go. You pick.
I gotta thought about it. I should pick something random.
Yes.
Wait a second. Everything is random. Sky people are random.
Slash.
What do we even do with sky people? Slash, who are these infamous they? What does that mean? Is everybody
people-
supposed to know what that means?
When people say they, I always go, who are they?
Don't they mean like a plural version of like something gendered people?
Maybe.
Like some kind of a
How is
proper
they
pronoun?
to... I don't even know what they
And why are they
is.
sky people?
What are the sky people?
Wait a second, why are you asking me?
I'm asking anyone.
Wait a second, ask the sky people. So
But I'd say that the sky people are they.
Okay, so check it out. I asked my wife. Well, I was talking
Who
about.
are they?
I was talking about God, and she's like, it's God. It's God is up there, right?
Is God up there?
And then she says to me, so God.
Where else is God?
So she says to me, God is a spaceman. Like,
Who codes?
What kind of space? Inner
like,
space?
oh, yeah.
Outer space?
Yes, spaceman
Who
codes.
codes?
it didn't matter. I'm just like, honey, you're right. Just don't say that in church.
Whatever you
It's
do,
good.
you're fine.
Yes, you're fine. Just don't say that in church. Good. What are sky people?
I call sky people the they because I always wonder what I get curious because I'm predominantly I get bored pretty quickly.
So you talk to them.
No, I don't believe in they. That's my secret.
Yeah.
I don't believe
Apparently, we have a studio audience today.
I might even have a song to help me describe what I mean.
Oh shit! If I could save time in a bottle.
We are the ones that we're waiting for. We are the ones that we're waiting for. 3, 2, everyone sing. What would you think if I told you that everything they taught you was wrong? Who are they? Say, what would you think if I showed you that your frequency was already on? What if I told you I know the secret to the master plan? And I do. What if I showed you that the magic happens right where you stand? And it's true. Listen, this is the multiverse. This ain't your average church. You are the universe. And we are the ones we're waiting for. This is the multiverse. This ain't your average church. You are the universe. And we are the ones we're waiting for. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are the ones we're waiting for. We are the ones, we are the ones we're waiting for. Who could we be if there was no you and there was no me? And there was just we. I said, who could we be if there was no you and there was no me? And there was just we. Thinking all of the possibilities, what we might see if there was just we. Thinking all of the possibilities, what we might see. Yeah. Say, this is the multiverse, this ain't your average church. You are the universe. And we are the ones we're waiting for. This is the multiverse, this ain't your average church. You are the universe. And we are the ones we're waiting for. We are the ones. We are the ones we're waiting for. This is the science of dreaming. Came to the ceiling, now what is the meaning? Do you believe it? Do you believe it? This is the science of dreaming. Came to the ceiling, now what is the meaning? Do you believe it? Yes, I believe it. We are the ones. Hey. This is an everyone song. You are an everyone story. I am just me. I am Mr. Corey. I'm a mystical, musical, miracle melody making, mythological, mathematical. I'm a methodical master of mystery, making hits in history, calling it to everyone we mystery history about all of our geniuses on a rise. Open up your eyes and get mesmerized. Break it down in real time in every riddle and rhyme. You are the one, you're the citizen. I said, you are the moon, and I am the sun. Together we are one. This is the city, you are the citizen. We are the ones that we're waiting for. 3, 2, 1. Everyone song sing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone. You get it, right?
Baby.
Yeah.
Love it.
So that's what I mean.
You just answered the question.
Answer the question with a song. You don't have to respond with a statement or a shout or with an exclamation point. You can respond with a song or a story or a question.
Or a t-shirt. Or a mask. Should we do the next one?
Let's do the next one.
Okay. Look!
What is that?
It's COVID!
Wait, where's the hand sanitizer?
It's COVID!
If that's COVID, I need it.
Touch it!
Thank you. Okay.
Touch it. Oh, the
All right, hand
sanitizer.
sanitizer.
Can you drink it? Is it Lysol? You'll be fine. Here.
Okay.
Can we...
Sponsored by Grey Goose!
Bye.
Not really. I'm just saying. That'd be funny.
shit.
That'd be hilarious,
You want it?
actually.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what? Is there something? No. There's something inside.
Wait.
No
It's COVID.
way.
It's a hoax. It's a COVID hoax. It's not real COVID. It's like bacon strips.
Is that the next?
Dogs don't know it's not bacon. That's
Wait,
great.
did you say COVID? Is that the next topic, the COVID hoax?
Yeah.
Who said that
Who
from the
done it?
audience? Did somebody from the live broadcast chime that
You
in?
can't put this on the Bible.
COVID hoax.
Take the
COVID
Bible.
hoax.
Take the Bible off. There's no way.
Get it off.
Corbin. It's Corbin.
Is it? There's no way. I mean, can you imagine if it was a hoax, though?
Oh.
What does that even mean? I don't get it. Wait a second. He has a hoax song? Hold on a minute.
No.
Hold on. There's a hoax song?
And it could
What
be.
if COVID was a hoax?
No. That's just a. It's just a question.
I'm just asking. Just want to know. yeah. What if COVID was a hoax?
Okay, I'm playing F sharp
Can you
minor.
imagine?
I'm playing F sharp minor, C sharp minor,
It's
D.
good. It's good.
Okay, on the piano. F sharp minor, C sharp minor, D. We could jam on it right now.
No, I can't do the COVID hoax. We gotta talk about the COVID hoax.
I mean, none of it.
I can't do the.
All I'm
I can't
saying-
do the COVID hoax song.
All I'm saying is, how does it?
Then we're like playing the
All right.
conspiracy theory. Wait a second.
No conspiracy theories here. As a matter of
I'm getting a blow
perspective,
from the audience.
if I could,
Excuse me.
do you mind if I tackle this
Oh,
very?
she's puffing the magic dragon over here.
Whoa,
Where's the
please.
fan? Where's the fan? Cool down. Cool off.
Now that I'm cool and calm,
No.
if I could handle the
If you
COVID
need any
hoax
help, I got it.
and have it ready,
I'll have it ready.
if I do bad, okay, I'd love to handle this hot and heavy topic, underline in bold, the COVID hoax. If I could, I'll lead it off.
What are you
tell me
gonna do? You gonna lead the topic off?
No, I just want to give my response. I'm saying alien view because everyone seems to be
Your
talking.
response. It's a question. Okay. Go
Here's
for
what
it.
I think about the COVID hoax. Alien view from some other place, because everyone's talking about aliens right now, which is very relevant, you know? So alien view comes in from another planet and observes everyone doing this and not doing this. And they also observe everyone
down and not looking up.
massive, and they're
That's
inside,
deep shit right
and they're
there.
inside their homes, and it's the first time ever, I guess, in human story with these little humans that have apparently free will and free and whatever, especially in the freest place, the freest country in the world, American. It's not American't. The freest country in the world.
Oh, that's from the hood in Tucson, by the way.
And I'm just saying, people that that are out here that are very patriotic. Okay, I show love to everyone, Chris.
You do that. He says right in front of the flag. Right in front. Oh. Don't kneel. Don't kneel. Just
Whatever it is that shows honor, I'll do it. So I'm just saying, alien report says these humans are very confused right now.
That's what the aliens say, right?
They're believing whatever they see in front of their small little, what do you call them?
Scrying mirrors.
Scrying mirrors.
Scrying.
Yeah, like these, and there's scry mirrors, and then the Black Mirror, the guy that did Black Mirror. How funny when the thing goes off, and you see yourself like.
What is?
Is
that a word?
This eternal reflection in the bitten apple, and you're just.
What's a scry mirror?
A scry mirror.
Yeah.
If you could voice from the
is
audience.
Is that like a white version of Black Mirror or something?
Perhaps. What's the?
It's not like that. You gotta tell it.
Was that?
If you yell, there's just not
is
gonna
this?
be a
No, from the
Studio
audience. I'm
yeah.
calling in studio audience help of a
the
scry mirror.
divination tool.
A divination tool, yeah. And it's been around for a little minute, but the modern day version of that would be like one of those or any of these other smart devices, But the report from the alien view, of course, would be something like they're really caught up in these things that lead them to all their livelihood of how they support themselves somehow, and their busyness, and also how they eat, and get food in their mouths, and also how they get information of telling themselves through the scry mirror that they should be in the homes to protect themselves with the mask on. And then I just find that to be very ironic and funny.
Is that the COVID hoax?
That's the alien report of the COVID hoax.
Oh, that's like not even
The
your
alien
opinion.
phone
That's
call?
it. Is that a magazine you read?
Did you call?
This is the alien
They phoned
report.
in.
They phoned
Yeah.
in. That's the alien report.
They did.
ET phone
The
home.
Pentagon
Who's
told
that?
To respond,
I'm just
the aliens.
Wait. Okay, all right.
The Pentagon chimed
Okay.
in.
The aliens.
Got it.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's we. The topic is the alien opinion of the COVID hoax.
I mean, that's my. What about you? What do
No,
you?
we could do anything. I don't know what the COVID hoax means.
Well, I mean, a lot of people think it's real. What if it wasn't?
What do you mean, what if it wasn't? What if it's a cold?
Is it a hoax?
What if it's
Is it a hoax or isn't it? That's my question to you.
What does
Chris?
what does a hoax mean?
Okay.
Like it's a joke?
Yeah, like what if it wasn't a real?
It came out of Wuhania or it didn't? I mean, what is it? What do you mean? It was released by somebody?
I mean, what?
I mean, it's another something.
There's a lot of.
This could
Yeah,
be
whatever.
COVID
It's a new
here.
something.
This
It could be
COVID
anything.
here.
Look,
It could be over there.
It's good for the drug
There could be
companies.
2 COVIDs over here. Or,
Point is, like, if it's good for the drug pharmaceutical companies, because they got to go make billions of dollars making vaccines now. And then when they run out of money, they'll go release something else.
Well, it's provocative because you go, how does anyone know? I mean, even doctors, so a lot of doctors are confused too. But everyone's doing it. That's why I'm like,
What's everyone doing?
everyone's in their
Doing
homes.
COVID?
Everyone's in their homes.
They're
like,
doing COVID?
Everyone's everyone's doing do the COVID. Stay in your house.
Oh, yeah.
Watch Netflix.
Cough a little.
Do some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Order Grubhub. Do some shit. Watch Netflix.
Cough on your children.
Do the COVID. Stay in your house. Don't do anything. You just should just stay in
Just
your house.
affect your
Sing,
family.
sing.
Right. That's great.
Do the COVID.
That's genius. Shut the economy down.
Here you go. Free
Okay.
porn, but no hugs.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to
so,
say.
okay, there you go. They took away intimacy. That's the biggest bullshit. They
Now
took
we're
away
in it.
human intimacy, and that's
And
that's the biggest bullshit.
And don't sing whatever you do.
You can't sing. You can't hug.
That's fucked up.
The human touch is gone. And I don't know about you, but like you relate to people in different ways.
True.
And when you take that stuff away, like your moral distance gets farther.
And you can
And
get desensitized.
That's a problem.
and you can forget things that are important.
Because that's intimacy, and intimacy between humans is necessary. And
Very
like
much. What is intimacy?
it's allurement.
Hmm.
It's being able to fall in love, man, with whatever, with people, with things, with the world. It's
get
being
it.
intimate with it.
Get in the process.
Feel it.
Feel it.
You did some busyness, so you do some business. I did business before. You take a handshake with somebody that doesn't hold it tight, doesn't look you in the eye. You know they're gonna fuck you.
Hmm.
That's intimacy,
Hmm.
or the lack of it. The point is, you can tell because you had that moment where all of your truth is in that moment, and we can tell that stuff. You take away everything, then what do you know? What do you know? If you take away everything, you take away intimacy from people. What do you know anymore?
That's true.
That's crazy.
Who do you
crazy
trust?
time. Yeah. Every bit of your instincts and how you take in the world is based on some of that. Singing together, convening together, being together, shaking hands, looking each other in the eye,
True.
being close. You take that away, you're morally distant.
And you forget what's important very quickly.
Yeah.
You can get lost in some sort of scry mirror or something.
But you could protest.
What's the most effective protest that's ever existed? Could we do better? What you fight, you empower. Someone told me that one time.
Somebody said that?
I heard that from somewhere out there.
Like, you can protest. I don't know. You can go in the streets.
What you fight, you empower. What do you think of that?
What you fight, you empower? Oh, you mean that which you fight, you empower?
That what you fight, you empower.
Could be.
What could be so in the spirit of a protest? What would be the most effective thing that anyone could do in times of precarious narrative funding and also projecting of strange narratives, maybe not as helpful to everyone.
Dude, the pendulum always swings, man.
Huh?
It always swings. When everyone's loud, people want peace. And then in the peace, there's always an exemplar. There's always somebody who's just leading by example. They'll eventually turn their heads away from that shit because it's too damn loud. You just gotta be real.
Amen.
Yes. Yes. Studio audience.
Mr. Real.
Right.
Mr. Undercover
Yeah.
Master Pastor for real.
Yes. Chris is it. Chris is it.
Just saying.
He is.
So I have a poem. It's called Come With Me. I thrust my hand into the sea. I found it refreshing for me. Removed it, looked back again. Couldn't see where I had been yet. I thrust my hand into the sea. What is this message to be learned? I know the truth to be discerned. I know not what refreshes you or what you're finding to be true yet. What is this message to be learned? 'Cause I can but invite you to come with me. Come with me. Together we may explore the sea, explore the sea. Perhaps we'll find, be that our goal. Oh, what it is, what it is, what it is. Yeah, what it is, what it is, what it is. Not what it isn't. Oh, what it is, what it is, what it is. That awakens the soul. That awakens the soul. Oh, that awakens the soul. That awakens the soul. Oh, I trust this plan inside of me. I know I'm blessed to become we, yeah. I believe it. Everyone's a friend. All of God's children sing it to the president. I trust this plan inside of me. 'Cause I can but invite you to come with me. Come with me. Together we may explore the sea, explore the sea. Perhaps we'll find, be that our goal. Oh, what it is, what it is, what it is. Yes, what it is, what it is, what it is.
Nah, what
Oh,
it isn't.
what it is, what it is, what it is. That awakens the soul in us all. What it is. That's what I'm interested in. I think the awakening process, like you said, the duality is like everyone's figuring out what it isn't, and it's for some people, you know, all that at once is a lot. I feel for them because when I went through like, all right, I want to know how far the truth goes. You need to figure out how far the lie goes enough, and that's so painful, especially if you really want to know the truth, and you really do have a good heart, and you do mean your love songs. I sense that that's just the same, you know. And when you're doing something real and soulful and meaningful, and then you want to know how far it's supposed to go, how far it can go, you have to be awakened. So I think that that's what everyone is experiencing just the same. It's like you eventually get to a point where you're like, all right, enough is enough. And then what is it? What should we be doing? Something like this is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what we should be doing.
This is what we should be doing.
Yeah.
How many people could benefit from these words and these songs and these melodies and these messages? Maybe lots. Maybe everyone. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's good stuff.
You know what I mean?
We got more in the box.
What else is in the box?
I don't know. You brought the box. It's a huge box.
You know, I'm next time I'm gonna actually have.
You should have brought a small box.
I'm gonna go on a quest and figure out what a Pandora's box.
We
means
could have
to me.
been done if you brought this box. I could have. I love it.
Maybe sing us a song.
Another one.
I want maybe one more after that. In
That's
addition,
crazy.
we want to hear a love song.
Crazy
Do we?
town.
We want to hear a love song, please. I love being in love. The best. It's the song.
I wrote this for my ex-girlfriend.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Swedish, tall, blonde hair, blue eye, lovely, right? Sounds beautiful. Chemical engineer, not a romantic bone in her body.
How ironic.
I know, right? It's crazy. Like,
the
where do I
chemistry-
find these people?
And there's no
It's
chemistry.
crazy.
A chemical engineer with no chemistry. What is that?
Crazy. No, there was chemistry. It was just a long
chemistry.
story. It's a long story, like everything, right?
Wow.
But
Yes.
cheers to that. But she found her love.
Yeah.
She found her love, and actually, this was like 2 years after we broke up, and this is because she found her love. And I was sending her on her way because she fell in love with another chemical engineer. It was perfect. It was like you two were made for each other.
Bottoms up.
Yes, it was perfect. So she was Swedish, so she moved to Sweden because he was Swedish too, and I was sending her on her way
How sweet.
to be with her new love, and we were best friends, but I knew I would never see her again because she was ready to go off and have family, and may disappear in Sweden.
How sweet.
So it's called You're a Place in My Heart.
Why don't we show the kids, and I mean the kids that don't know, when they deliver a song in the studio and they chop it up, they don't have the whole thing start to finish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a real example of someone that would write a song, care enough about it, they could sing it start to finish, and they're willing to give that the full energy that it takes to do that. And not everyone can do that. So
Amen.
go for it, Chris.
Well, all right, we're going to try this.
Rock and roll.
All right, here goes.
Rock and roll our
Musician.
soul.
You're a place in my heart.
True musician.
Can I be that? Can I have a place in your heart, Chris? Please. Real estate for me in your heart.
Say that you'll remember every moment of our lives that we share together. Say that you will treasure the emotions that we share. Loving, yelling, caring, when love came knocking at your door. Even though you found a life now and you're on your way, we'll always have a love that lasted, that no one can take away. You're a place in my heart. Whoa, whoa. You're a place in my heart. Oh yeah. And as you pack your bags now, there's an emptiness inside. Echoing, I'll miss you. It's time to move along now and close the door to yesterday. For changing, loving, growing, knowing I'm not far away. And even though you found a life now and you're on your way, we'll always have a love that's lasting, that no one can take away. You're a place in my heart. Whoa, whoa. You're a place in my heart. Oh yeah. And if all the way you find that love's not what it seemed, you know that I'll be right there when life's got you
Cheers.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you.
You're a place in my heart right here
Place in my
live.
heart.
I feel honored that I was there for this moment. Right here.
Thanks,
a
my
place
man.
in your heart.
I sang this for her the day before she left,
the
and I never
story
did
there?
see her again. And for the first time, there was evidence that her tear ducts worked.
She heard the song. And
I played in front of her like at a dinner party in front of a bunch of people, and she cried. I'm like, dude.
Would you agree that that's the
That was
songwriting
crazy.
mission?
That was crazy, right?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, mission accomplished. Right there was complete, right? It was complete.
The song did what it was supposed to do.
It was
It moved
complete.
her.
Yeah.
I've got one of those.
Yeah, I dig it. So,
I've definitely got one. I had one I haven't even shared yet.
Beautiful.
You're a place in my heart. I like that. So how many? Geez, like, when you is there like a certain time you go to write, or do you wait for when you're moved to write a song?
it's
You show up
usually
for
it's
it.
inspiration. It's inspiration.
You wait till you're moved.
It's hard to push. It depends.
I agree.
It depends on who you're writing for. If you're writing for you, from you, for you, you got to be inspired. If you're writing for someone else, you're just, that's a
And you've
different
done
game.
that. You've written for the idea of someone else.
Well, I mean, if you're writing for another artist, it's a different game, right? Because you got to get in their head.
Kind of like a writer for.
Then it's hard to be authentic, right? Because you got to be, for me, it's just about what's in your heart. That's it. Is this yours?
No, oh, that you know what? That's interesting. That is mine. Those were lyrics from my mother.
Oh, okay. Wow, how nice, how nice.
We need to
How nice.
It's mom time.
Yeah, it could be. I mean,
What
she
did
was
you
like,
sneak in the box?
I didn't sneak it in the box. It was
You
just
got
there.
mommy's lyrics in the box?
I carry it. I carry
That's
it.
cute.
I carry it around. Like
That's
a little
cute.
blessing. That's
love
what I say.
it.
It's a special box.
I love it. It's a special
It's
box.
my Pandora's box.
And it's that your mom's letters are right next to a tire.
Whoa!
do you got?
Talk about a skirt.
What is it? What is it? Scoot, scoot.
Goodyear.
It's a Goodyear tire. It's a Goodyear tire. What are we gonna do with a Goodyear tire? Oh wait,
What's up with that?
that's the company. That's the company that just like said that it's
Rest
okay.
in peace.
It's okay to say Black Lives Matter in the company, but like
And we all know.
But it's offensive. It's oh shit. He's got Wait a second. What are you doing? Oh no!
but
You're
everyone
leaking.
knows.
He's leaking. Wait a second.
That olives matter.
Olives matter, everyone. I'm just saying. Did olives ask the question?
Do olives matter?
Do olives? It's a question.
It's just a
Do
question.
olives matter?
That we're not making any statements on this show.
Wait a second. Do olives matter? Eat one. I'll tell you if they
You
matter.
tell us. Do they
Green olives matter.
green? Ladies and gentlemen, green olives matter. You know what I also
Who
think
stuffed
matter.
Who stuffed the red shit?
Ladies and gentlemen, I also
Send it back
want
to
to
the red-
add that black olives
Do matter.
also matter.
But they never end up in the martini. That's bull.
So, in the context of making a masterful martini, black olives don't matter as much as green olives. As the green olives.
That's insane.
Olive juice.
It's a fact.
Wait, that's how olives matter.
You don't know.
Is it offensive that olives matter?
Olive juice.
Let me see if it's offensive if olives matter. I'm gonna see if it's offensive if olives matter.
But it's tough with some red
Hold on.
stuff.
Let's see.
It's good, right?
No.
Olives matter, right?
No.
Olives matter. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Listen,
Oh,
I want to put it on
don't
record.
cry. Here, I got a violin for you. I got a violin for you.
I want to put it on record for anybody that's worried about what lives matter or lives. Olives matter. And
If you don't like it, you get a mini violin so you can cry me a river. I'm just saying.
for those that are
Win
sad,
it. Call in now.
Freeze, baby.
Call in.
for those that were sad about any other things that were mattering, or you weren't like as happy about maybe people believing that things other, olives should have mattered. I want you to know that here,
Here
Olives matter.
we extend the olive branch to you.
whether they're black olives, whether they're green olives,
It-
or all the other different kinds of olives, we just want to say here,
Olives matter.
and we agree about it.
All of them. Every one of them.
Every last one of them. I agree.
Yeah.
I think we covered that.
I love that.
I love it. Next.
We're done. We're done.
That was really good, Chris.
Yes, thanks.
Solid.
It's great. Yeah. All lives matter.
We did it.
I think we're gonna do an
We
all.
did it
I
right
think
here.
We did it here.
We did it.
We need an Olives Matter song. I love it. Cirque du Soleil. Cirque
Gosh.
du what?
Cirque de la Lune.
What?
If there's a Circus of the Sun, which went bankrupt not too long ago, apparently, the freaking live action Netflix, so to speak, there must be Circus of the Moon. Does anyone out there agree?
No, wait a second. I hate to get all busyness on you, but
Yeah.
if Cirque du Soleil went out of business, how's Cirque to the Moon gonna make?
What if it was the Sky Circus?
Oh shit! Who's in it? The Sky People? Starring. I see Sky People.
Starring
Starring.
Starring
people
Sky
from the
People.
sky.
That's insane.
It's a circus, but let me finish in the sky because we know that the cloud, it's not quite here, it's not quite there, it's somewhere in between.
It's a Sky Kiss.
It's the sky. The sky.
It's a Sky Kiss.
The sky circus.
That's great.
Circus of the moon.
Is that the whole topic? Is that it?
Well, what exactly is a here we just got full circle and we didn't even know it.
We went
Facts.
We just went full circus.
We went full circus. Cheers, touche. We just went full circus because guess what, etymology nerds, you already know. You already know that church, circus, circuitry, circle, it's all the same.
It's all the same.
Shit.
It's the same. Circus is full of colors.
So, think about this intergalactic, multidimensional circus. You could be a part of it.
Step right up. Peanuts, popcorn.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Chickens
girls,
here.
children of the everyone age, now allow all of us to inscribe on the same page. Hey, something you're about to see that your eyes and ears have never seen before.
Sky people.
Sky people,
Sky people.
in real time performing circus tricks and parlor tricks. That's what's coming this December.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah,
to you.
Politics.
Coming to you. This
Politics are definitely coming. They're already here.
welcome to the clown show, starring reality show billionaires that become the
Sky
president.
Lady
Isn't there something in here?
Pelosi. Sky Poison Schumer.
Stars are in the flag.
Exactly.
Starring the stars in the flag.
Holy shift. It's a shift show.
I just want to know, what is the president exactly? Like, what the fuck is the president? Like, what?
I thought Dorsey was the president, or like.
Welcome to the parlor tricking show. No, that is not a mystery show. The parlor trick show is very obvious. It's just like a strange feed of news. You know what I mean? It's not
Just
quite.
believe it.
Just believe whatever.
Don't look up. Constantly look down at your screen. and
Whatever
believe
you
everything-
do, look at
everything
you.
you read.
Do
It's
not
all
look
true.
up at this celestial clock in the sky.
Don't ask for truth. It's all right here.
Don't ask questions beyond what the screen will tell you.
Yeah,
If you want, ask Google. Ask
Google.
Alexa. Ask anyone but yourself.
Or let the olives ask you.
Ask of the olives what you will not what they will do for you, but what you will do for olives.
It's fantastic. I love it.
I salute to everyone who believes that they're the president in their own multiverse. Meaning autonomy you. If there was a
Presidente.
university, it could be autonomy you. And, you know, everyone would be fully capable and realize that they could be making their own choices and solving their own problems.
Did you just say autonomous?
Autonomy.
You mean you don't have to wear a mask and shit in public?
Whoever decided that all these kids and
You could
people should
wear
be
an
wearing
all
masks?
Can you wear a MAGA hat if you were an autonomous self?
If you're autonomy, you can do whatever you need to
or
do.
like, can all lives matter?
Olives matter in autonomy you.
That's huge. It's huge.
It's huge.
They're all fired.
Huge.
You're huge and they're fired.
And that's fine. And guess who's the president? You.
I had my mouth full then.
Everyone's the president. How cool is that? Who gets to be the
That's
president?
hot.
All of us.
El Presidente.
Maybe the elections this year is going to be like hilarious. They're going to be like,
How about if I'll write you in? And you write me in.
we could run together.
We could write each other in.
I'll support
We.
you. You're the president.
There's no you and there's me. There's just we.
We are the
You wrote the
president.
song.
We the president.
We the president.
We the president.
Ah, shit. That's a song.
That's
We the president.
oh my god.
Okay, tune in for the next episode.
Wait, can you imagine? And then everyone would get it. Everyone would be like, wait.
It's like the new We Are the World.
Because didn't we talk?
We the president.
I think that brings us to the. Isn't there a
Yeah,
thing
here
over
it is. Hold on.
This is like the fraudulent
I think it
voting
came
process
from
or
no.
something.
It came from U.S. mail. It must be valid. Oh, it's my mail-in ballot.
Oh, perfect timing.
Wait.
This should show up. Where's the
No, wait a
mailman?
second.
I think he just came.
Doris, this is to my dead grandmother.
Oh, too soon.
Mark it twice.
Well, I can mark it. No, I can make a copy. It says made in China. What does that
Who's
mean?
Obama? Who's Moses?
It's pre-marked for Joe Biden. Wait, what's going on here? I can make a copy for you if you want. That's great.
Reminded him of a
I mean,
I'm just saying. It's Joe. It's just. Wait a second.
it does remind me.
I love it. No, I'm serious. This is crazy, right? It's pre-marked. This crazy stuff. I love it.
This is such a great show.
right?
I love this show. If I was not in this, I would be watching this and be like, finally, something for me. Because I'm always like, to make sure that I don't offend anyone, they go, hey, you know what? Let me tell you about the show. And I go, okay, I watch it for 5 minutes. I go, I'm so sorry. I was not the target. I say this, so I don't hurt anyone. I don't think I'm the target audience for that.
I'm so sorry. I can't. No, the best is I'm sorry. I can't connect to this right now.
It's probably where I'm at in my energy right now,
I'm so
in my
sorry.
chakras.
She just is not there.
Or instead of condescendingly being like, hey, I'm not on your level.
Well, wait a
I'm
second.
just letting you know I'm not on your
Wait a
level.
You wait a
It's not
second. Oh,
you. This is not me. No, this is not
wait,
you.
wait. It
No, I'm not on your level.
No, you're not. I'm sorry, I'm just not on your level.
What you're trying to say is that let me interpret for you, is that you don't qualify for the Consciousness Olympics.
Exactly.
The
You know,
Consciousness
if there was a consciousness Olympics,
it'd be like right here and right now.
you would be the one on the screen watching the
It
people
would be
do
like a wokeathon. Are you
A
woke
woke-a-thon.
Woke-a-thon. Who's more woke? Let's raise some money.
No.
Yeah, money. Come on.
Of course.
Mucho dinero, baby. Come on, let's do it.
Can you imagine the consciousness Olympics? What would be the categories? They're like, you can
Hollywood consciousness.
in 90 minutes, Reiki Master, you can wake somebody up. Fucking prove it. I want to watch. And they're doing that. And they're doing all sorts of extra shit to make it.
Wait a second.
To get you 0 to hero.
But you know,
To get you there. And they're doing extra conjuring. You're like, whoa. Reiki just got karate.
Wait.
Are you doing karate or doing
Wait.
Reiki?
wait.
You're karating their energy.
all the modalities.
But you know who's making the
0 to hero.
well, who's making the phone calls to
Chakras.
collect? It's De Niro. Hey, you didn't get changed. I'm gonna bust your kneecaps. Give me the money. I'm gonna punch that guy. That's what he says. De Niro. De Niro's raising the money.
I think
You're woke.
we can do so much
Are we
better. So much better than the Parlor Trick and Clown show would be the Consciousness Olympics, because how many people could host it? How many people would actually be contestants? How many people would watch it?
Everyone.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people watch the Olympics. It's like the metaphysical
It's huge.
Olympics.
It's true.
We just told it to the whole audience.
Now it's happening. We recorded it. The metaphysical
Yes, we
Olympics.
all did
Yeah. No consciousness.
All I'm saying is, even if somebody
We're all
heard,
in.
even if somebody heard the idea, I go do it.
That's crazy.
Who's gonna organize the Consciousness Olympics?
That's true.
You.
It needs to happen. We need to see.
We're doing it.
be.
We're doing it.
it.
I just want to watch it so bad. I'm
So
like,
do
I want to know what the categories are. Like, instead of shot put, what would be the metaphysical shot
Like,
Well, high jump.
put? What's the woke high jump?
wait a second. The woke high jump. No, wait. The woke high jump is the Green New Deal. That's
Yes!
that's the woke high jump. Like, totally. Come on. That is totally the
The
woke
woke high
high
jump is like the Green New
It's
Deal.
the Green New Deal.
The one
That's it.
Green New Deal.
It's like, you do that, you're done.
Going to
It's like-
Mars might be.
You're done.
That's got to be
Going
a
to
category
Mars is
for
like-
sure.
Like that.
No,
is
that's
pretty
the
low.
real high jump.
Yeah, that is like
That's the real high jump.
It's a big temperature.
You got to Mars, you did something. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't even need the Green New Deal. The Green New Deal doesn't matter. You
I
got
just
to
want to
Mars.
know.
Oh, that's
You're good.
Yeah, that's
Because you're not coming back anyway. You know, it's kind of like
That's a thing.
that.
That's a thing.
The metaphysical.
It's a
That's
thing.
pretty woke.
I mean, who's the? Watch this. Who's the most woke motherfucker out there?
Woke wrestling.
And that's the
Taylor Swift.
imitate. Do you
Taylor
know how many?
Swift.
Do you, do you know how many people
Taylor
would?
Swift is like
Taylor Swift.
Do you know how many people would hear that question and go,
The Woke Wrestling Federation.
"It is I.
It is
Every
I.
I am the one.
Instagram influencer.
I am the one."
I am the one.
There's so many. You would that
Tony
would.
Robbins.
Tony Robbins is like,
He goes,
"I'm
"I
the
am
biggest."
your guru," and then all of a sudden he's like, I am your guru.
It is I.
It is I, Tony
No,
Robbins.
I mean, you'd have people lining up, maybe more so than like, I mean, I came out to LA on, you know, The Voice season 3. Oh, what a show.
Wow.
What a show.
What a show.
Wasn't your voice, apparently.
No, I went through the cattle call feeling like a human. It's like in this smaller group.
Like a human.
Feeling like a human in this cattle call thing. And it was just like, this sucks so bad. And it was like in the spirit of a show, but that would be such a better show. For
The
sure.
woke people.
The vocal.
For the wokest people ever.
No, wait a second.
This is the,
The question.
woke.
Wait.
Woke!
But you guys are woke.
Everybody brings up their crystals.
It's the woke.
They're like, this is my
And there's a
They
stage.
have to tell
Welcome to
their
the woke.
story.
Sound bowl.
We could do the woke right here.
Sound bath.
We could do the woke, the best sound.
Yes.
The best sound.
But in like,
They
so,
hit the gong.
Sounds bad, Bob.
but,
You are not woke.
It's the woke.
but it's the way that.
You're out of the woke.
But hang on, if they play the gong and the gong doesn't play them, they're out.
Yes. Ding.
It's the
It's
mu-
like the different frequencies.
the
It's
woke-
either really low or really high.
You don't
Sorry.
remember, you're too young, you two. It's the woke gong show. Do you remember the gong show? You don't remember? Like, you get gonged off the stage.
Gong, 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 gong,
If you're
gong.
bad, like, you get gonged off the stage. It's like
I
the
know.
bad egg and the Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory. Wah, you go down.
What?
It's like the gong show. But it's the sound bath gong.
Gong bath.
Totally.
Wait,
Totally.
we have.
Did you just pop the magic dragon?
No. What are you talking
I
about?
just turned.
Is it still
I just,
going?
wait a second.
He's like,
I just turned my fucking head. I turned my fucking head, and the guy puffed. He did like sneaking a puff on the show. I got I got cookies there. If you need them, I got cookies.
This is such a cool show. Chris School. Rock and roll Chris School.
Oh yeah.
Hey, can I tell you something? I had a dream. Listen. Said I had a dream about all of these visions. All of these visions I see. And it was about a song we were singing along to. They called it the One Mystery. So sing it with me right now, 'cause I'm you, you are me. We are the everyone story. Sing it with me right now, 'cause I'm you, you are me. And this is the everyone mystery. Oh, 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 yeah. This is the everyone mystery. Oh, 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 yeah. This is the everyone mystery. I really did have a dream. I was like, you know, like the dream started bleeding in with like what was going on in the real world. You know, that's what happens when you go nuts.
That was a smooth ending. That was
Yes.